A widow of that city came to him repeatedly saying, give me justice in this dispute with my enemies. So she's saying, this is what I want to see. And she's heard no a lot, right? Verse 4. I think this is big. The judge ignored her for a little while. The judge ignored her for a little while. You losing in life, I don't know where you're at losing in life. That's only going to happen for a little while. You're going to start winning if you keep moving forward. It only lasts for a little while. You just have to get past the little while. The judge answered her in a little while. But I feel like we don't like that. Do it now, right? Get me out of this depression now. Get me better friends now. Let me and my parents have a better relationship now. No. In a little while. In James, if you ever read the book of James, James 1, verse 1, it just starts off right off the jump. Consider it joy when you undergo suffering. Consider it joy when you undergo suffering because you're building an endurance. Losing only lasts for a little while. So freshman year of high school was when you really started playing sports. So for me, started playing football freshman year. Now middle school, we played football, but we didn't lift weights, okay? And lifting weights, if you've never lifted weights before and then you start lifting weights, there's a lot of things you have to learn. And like how to put the weight on right and all this stuff. But we get into this room, there are about 100, 120 people in the room for freshman football, and it was the first day. And for the first day, you write your name down and your position, and then you come in and they kind of give you a speech. And then I heard this coach say, hey, we're going to do maxes. And if you don't know what a max is, it's the maximum amount of weight that you can lift. So we did squats, we did hang clean, we only did 3 lifts, and then we did bench press. Of course, everybody wanted to do bench press. That was the sexy workout. Everyone wanted to be able to lift a bunch on bench press. And so for me and like kind of my group of friends and really everybody wanted to lift 135 pounds. There's a reason why 135 pounds is like significant. It's the 45-pound plate. It's one on each side. Now we're freshmen, so that's a lot of weight. I probably weighed 115 to 120 pounds freshman year. And everyone wanted to get the plates. Now, my last name's Sturban, so I always went last in a lot of things, right? It'd be like my cousin Jacob Smith and then Tyler Sturban. So we got to see all these people go ahead of us to lift weights or to do the bench press. And so you get in a circle around the bench press, and he'd call Andrews. The first person would get down, and everyone wanted to put the plate on. Everybody wanted, whether you knew you could do it or not, you just tried. And so if you got it, everybody was crazy hyped. Everybody was so excited. But if you didn't get it, you got clowned. You got made fun of. It was like, get off the team. Nobody wants you. You're terrible. So there's kind of like this like worry. Am I going to get it? Am I not going to get it? Then all of a sudden I hear Sturban. Okay. So now I got to go. I've been making fun of people. I've been doing all. Now I got to go. So I get down on the bench, and if you've ever done bench press before, you lay down, and there's the bar ahead, and the coach asked how much you want to do. I said 135 pounds, obviously, and he looked at me like I was crazy because I was like super skinny then. And I grabbed the weight, and the coach kind of helps you. They spot you. You have a spotter, and they kind of help you lift, and you lift off, okay? And so you hold it like this. And then I went down. And there's a part in lifting a bench press where if you get it off the chest and you can just get your elbows to like lock, you'll pick up the weight. But it's this little spot right here is what, maybe 3 inches that you've got to lift for you to get momentum. First time I've ever lifted weights before, I went down, and as I'm going up, I realized this weight is not moving. I cannot do this. And as I'm going, then all of a sudden I see my left arm start to like fall down, and I'm just freaking out, and then all of a sudden my right arm, and then I hear what I didn't want my coach to say. Rack 'em. Rack them. Which means he takes the weight and he puts it up and he says, you couldn't do it. And whenever he lifted it up, everyone starts making fun of me. It was one, how old was I? 14? By 13, 14? That was one of the worst things I'd ever encountered in life. Was everybody making fun of me. And I sat up on the weight bench and I started to walk away and the coach says, Tyler. So I turned around. He says, do you think you can do it? And I remember thinking, do I really want, like, if you try it the second time and you don't get it, you really lose. But I said, yeah, I think I can do it. So then everybody starts freaking out. I lay back down, but then the coach looks at me and he says, Tyler, when you lay down, close your eyes and picture the weight going up. So I closed my eyes for a little bit and I just kind of like focused. And then coach said, are you ready? I said, yeah. So then I pick the weight off the bar and I come down, and when I come up, my right arm starts getting, like, for some reason, gets really strong really fast. Boom. And my right arm is going up, but my left arm decides he's not wanting to wake up right now. I'm trying to push it, and I'm thinking, dude, if my left arm breaks right now, I'm going to be so mad. But I'm pushing, and then I hear everybody shouting, Sturban, you got it. Coach is telling me that I've got it, and I'm just lifting. I'm just trying. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, for some reason, my left arm starts moving, and I lock my arms out. Everybody goes crazy. I put it back on. I'm literally, like, just flexing so hard. This is no weight at all. Remember, guys, I get up, and I just start flexing. And then coach says, Sturban, turn around. And I looked, and when I had my eyes closed, he actually added 5 pounds onto the weight bench. Can I tell you, God is doing more in your life through hard seasons than you can imagine. God is adding more weight in your life than you can imagine to show you how strong you really are. But remember, it says that he could only ignore her. She could only lose for a little while. There's only a little bit I had to be able to lift. There's only this. It was only about 3 inches. A little while you'll lose. But if you do not give up and you keep pressing forward, you will see that God has been adding weight your entire life. Every time you lose, you've been learning and you've been adding weight in your life. But you have to be willing to get back on the weight bench and say, okay, I didn't get it the first time. I'm going to try now. That relationship didn't work out. I'm going to try a new one. Maybe you want to start a business. The old business that you wanted to start didn't work out. I'm going to do this one. I don't know what it is. But God's saying, try again. I've been adding weight. You're a lot stronger than you believe that you are. Try again. Losing only lasts for a little while.